Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're going to see what you need to know right now for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. If you're interested in getting a private reading with me, the info is in the description box down below. Let's see what you need to know for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What is going on for Sagittarius? Those that are listening, those that are tuning in today, what do they have coming their way? Ooh. Show me clearly what's going on for Sagittarius. What's coming towards Sagittarius? Whoa. Good news. Wow. Okay. Not even, it flipped out actually in the reverse. You've awoken to something. You've had a realization about some things here that are leading you towards massive change. You're in this process of leveling up on so many levels, like so many freaking levels. Like, you guys, I don't know if you are getting some sort of like counseling or some sort of support, or you've been doing a lot of research, there's been studying, preparation. But there's some kind of unexpected blessing coming your way, and it's really just expanding your life. Like all these cards that have come through, I'll show you them. Look at all this expansion. Look at all this brightness, this leveling up. Everything is opening up for you. Everything that you could ever imagine, anything that you have desired, wished for, it's coming your way. You probably are already starting to experience the beginning. And let me tell you, it's just going to keep on getting better and better and better. I'm looking at this good news card, and it's like, you know, wind turbines. And it just feels like there's this gust of wind. Maybe you're dealing with an air sign or something. Maybe we'll have a lot of air cards in your reading. But it just feels like there's this spinning, like getting the momentum. The momentum is going and going, and like you're getting this push forwards, and I see it's like going to really expand your life. In what way? I'm not entirely sure, but it's something you've been longing for. It's something you've been craving. It's something that you have wanted for a very long time. And you're finally at this the stage, the steps. You've been taking the right steps. We have masculine energy and inner strength. You're ready. You have prepared. You're now in this state where you're extremely strong, stronger than you've ever been before. You could be building up your strength. And I'm getting the saying of distance makes the heart grow fonder. That might be that might be relevant for someone. That might resonate for somebody here. Inner strength. Whew. Big shift taking place. Multiple things coming through. This unexpected blessing card reminds me a lot of the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. This is like something that you have been developing, investing, committing yourself to. And yet there's still a surprise. There's an element of surprise here. There's some sort of information that you're uncovering. Right? Again, this card, the book, it's like you grab a random ass book and you just flip it open to a page, and something that's written, it just sparks this understanding. And you might be receiving a whole lot of downloads from spirit and from your higher self. A lot of information coming in. You got good news, Saggy. You're waiting on a phone call, waiting for some sort of letter in the mail, confirmation, acceptance letter. You got this good news coming in. This is something that is not a surprise, right? Not even the reverse. This is something like you anticipated, you knew was coming your way. So you like spoke this into existence. Anyways, really awesome to see. That's the energies that you're working with. Embracing this change, embracing the blessings, embracing the unknown. Very interesting stuff. Okay, show me clearly what's going on for Sagittarius. Justice. The tides are turning. Balance and restoration. Everything is working out in your favor. Lessons that you've learned, that you've mastered. This is the time of whatever you lost, whatever that was taken from you, whatever imbalance, wrongdoing that you experienced, whatever suffering, anything that really was a setback in your eyes, you saw it as something that knocked you down a few layers, a few levels. This is the slingshot forwards. This is justice being served. Karmic balance, karmic justice. High priest is at the bottom. There's things that are coming to light finally after a long period of time, maybe Aries season. This makes me think of like the full moon in Libra. There could have been some sort of shift around that time of the year. I don't have the date for that, but maybe look back at what was going on in Aries season, the beginning of April, end of March, what was going on around your life back then. Anyways, there's some sort of revelation and things are starting to click. Things are starting to make a whole lot more sense. Six of Swords, there's that air. You know how I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if you have a lot of air in your reading. And so far we do. Justice, Libra. Six of Swords, it's air energy. Aquarius, we have the 10 of Wands. And the 9 of Pentacles. It hasn't been easy for you. Pushing through during this cloudiness, during this uncertainty, during these challenges. You've been working on releasing and letting go, and that hasn't been the easiest, but you're determined. Yep, you're determined. And your intuition has been guiding you this entire time. Spirit has been there by your side this entire time. You're never alone. You made the right choice. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you made the right decision. Six of Cups. So there's something being brought up around your past. This could be your childhood. This could be a relationship. There's something that is under review for you, Saggy. We do have Mercury retrograding in Cancer near the end of the month. This might be a time of your life where you're revisiting some sort of connection, somebody that you grew up with, an old friend or an old flame. King of Cups. There's an emotional tie that is still there. It's still available. It's still very much present, or it's part of who you are, or it's made you who you are, who you've become because of this experience. So Six of Cups, King of Cups, Eight of Cups, Three of Cups. Okay, look at the water. Look at all the water. There's this releasing though, because you know that there's a lot of good things to look forward to, and you're allowing yourself to fully let go of whatever occurred in the past, whatever old energies, old emotions that are being stirred up. We had that full moon in Sagittarius a couple days ago. How are you? How you doing? How was that? You okay? You doing good? I'm a Saggy moon, if you didn't know, so it was a interesting time. You know what? I don't think I cried though. Most full moons, I get emotional. I'm a Cancer sun, ruled by the moon. But I don't know. I don't think I felt more in the element this last full moon. How did you find it though? Let me know in the comments below. But there is an energy of walking away. There is an energy of moving forwards, moving on, and feeling blissful, feeling peaceful, feeling positive and optimistic, and surrounded with a lot of good energy, good community, good friendships, a lot of happy energy. What are you moving away from? Five of Wands. Conflict, chaos, control, drama, people just purposely trying to control you, get a rise, get a reaction out of you. That is actually what pushed you forwards and made you brave to take this necessary step and leave behind what's unnecessary, what you've outgrown. This is that slingshot forwards from that imbalance, from the wrongdoing or the betrayal, the Six of Cups and justice, whatever that's being reviewed during this time of the year. You're about to receive what you deserve and what you've earned, everything you went through. Now it serves its purpose. Now it's coming together. So Let's get some more on this for Sagittarius. This fell out right on the Six of Cups, and it is the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so it's bringing up a loss here. Nine of Cups. So, but if it wasn't for that loss, you wouldn't have stumbled across this blessing and this amazing opportunity, which we'll get there. Okay, hold your horses. We'll get there. But the Six of Cups, Five of Pentacles, I get like, there's nothing you could have done differently. It was a lose-lose situation. The Five of Pentacles can represent somebody who is struggling in regards to their wealth, money, material. This can also represent someone struggling physically with their health, maybe substances, maybe some sort of addiction, or just something that was creating a lot of damage. And as we can see in this card, they're arguing, right? They're arguing, which we saw that Five of Wands after the Eight of Cups and the Three of Cups. You're moving away from conflict, drama, just trying to convince somebody to be more responsible. Maybe someone's been very careless with their spending or just inconsiderate of the position that they put you in. So Six of Cups, Five of Pentacles. And when you look back at this situation, it was more loss and gain. There was more negativity than positivity. If it was a relationship, you are looking back of, wow, I was a lot more like emotional or stressed out, upset, sad, angry, rather than like happy and feeling peaceful and feeling supported. I was more crap, bottom of the barrel, rather than like thriving. You're like looking back at this past experience, past job, environment, home, whatever the heck it is that is under review during this time. You're looking back and you're like, wow, that was a lot of crap. Like, you went through the thick of it. But the good news is, because the Nine of Cups, it taught you what you don't want. It showed you what you do want. Nine of Cups showed you what you actually desire in life and what you want to experience more of. And you're like, thank God that's over, right? Never have to do that again. Five of Pentacles to a Nine of Cups. It only gets better and better and better, right? Bouncing back. There's a celebration there. Some of you, maybe this is tying into that good news, right? Good news and unexpected blessings. After struggling with some sort of loss or misfortune, just really crappy situation, there's this significant turnaround, and now you're celebrating this. This is a massive win. This is a massive win for you. Two of Wands and then the Queen of Cups, and then you're gonna have to choose. You're gonna have to make a choice, because I do see you at a crossroad here, right? You still at a crossroad. You got options. You got some important decisions to make. Make sure you remember whatever the past lesson was going into anything this month that's beginning. Any renewing contracts, stuff like that. Just know what you're getting involved with. Know who you're dealing with. And know yourself. That one wanted to come out. And it's the Ace of Pentacles. With the Magician at the bottom. Or not the Magician, the Emperor. I feel like you manifested this. Let's be real. I think you called this in. I think you attracted this. I think that you're at that phase in your life where you're ready for something new. So again, some of you, new employment, new job. This is a time where you're finally able to prove yourself and prove your skills, show what you're capable of, show what you know, and receiving the recognition where you didn't have the funds or the resources or the support back in the past or the recent past. Now you do. Now you do. Now you've secured that. You've earned it. You've secured it. It's yours and it's here to stay. Some of you could be moving, right? Maybe you're downsizing. That's not necessarily a negative thing at all, right? Maybe you're recognizing, I need to simplify my life. I need to declutter. I need to get rid of, this is just taking up a bunch of space. This is like money going down the drain. Like this is a waste of my time, my life, my energy. Let me go back to, making things a little bit more simpler. Others of you, I'm seeing like, this would be a smart time to invest in your business, or if you've been thinking about it, you've been on the fence about it, this may be a very good month for you to start taking this next step forwards to solidifying. I don't know if you need to go make things official. We go back to justice if you need to get proper documents or certificates, or I don't know, I'm hearing legal bindings. I don't fucking know. But like making things official, crossing your T's, dotting your I's. You know, you got a blueprint here. Maybe I don't know, I'm getting an energy of like building a house, whether that's like literally speaking or if that's more just like symbolic. But so what would a house represent to you? For me, it's like, you know, home, safety, security. It's where you live. It's your comforts. It's, you know, that it's also Cancer energy, Cancerian, the fourth house. It represents your divine feminine. It represents like birthing, creation. Comment down below anything else you want to add to that. That's just like a quick little thing that's coming through. But you have the blueprint to bring in more comfort, bring in more stability, bring in more, like even families highlighted here. Maybe there's a plan that you and your family are coming up with, some kind of agreement. Maybe it's a formal agreement. Someone could be investing in your company, or I'm seeing something being brought up around. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Maybe it's like, don't go in without all the information. Like, don't go in blind, right? I don't know what the fuck I was going to say before that. Never mind. But Emperor, 9 of Wands, and the Tower. This is not the time to push or force either. It's not the time to push or force, because I do feel like you're pushing for change. You are pushing for change, and I'm not surprised, right? Your first card here was change. Change is in the air. It's happening. This is a month of big, significant change for you. A lot of blessings that come with it. You are pushing for change. You are pushing for better. You are pushing to expand and grow your life to the fullest capability. You have so much capacity, so much room to grow. So I do get like, you're determined. Nothing's going to stop you. No one's going to stop you. You might gain a whole lot of attention too. In terms of your career, in terms of your position, your public image. Would not surprise me if you get a whole bunch of unexpected, like, success, recognition, applause. Like, there's a lot of eyes on you. A lot of eyes on you. A lot of people admiring you. Because you're a leader, or you're being pushed to take the lead. How can you step up and lead? You're not meant to play it safe or play it small. Go big or go home, you know? Okay, tell me more. What's going on for Sagittarius? 9 of Pentacles. You got a lot of earth in this reading. You're dealing with an earth sign. You got some earth placements. Tell me down in the comments below. But, you know, this is your freedom. This is your independence. This is your getaway. I wanna get away. I wanna fly away. I don't know why the fuck that came to my head, but, you know, kind of goes back to these first cards, the oracle cards. It feels free, secure, peaceful, grounded, like this confidence. It's not like, ooh, look at me, loud and proud, but it's like a grounded confidence. It's like a quiet yet presence and unshakable force that you're radiating, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You're very independent. 5 of Wands is at the bottom, so I'm not sure if there's going to be something that tries to challenge you, tries to push you, tries to, you know, take a couple jabs. Let's see, 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands, and the Page of Wands. You might just have a lot on your plate, honestly. You just might have a whole lot on your plate, and you don't mind it, right? Page of Wands, you don't mind it. You're enjoying it. This is your element. This is what you're good at. This is what you are familiar with. But you do have a lot on your plate. 10 of Wands and a 5 of Wands. Don't take on more than you can handle. Organization is important. But if this is representing people trying to challenge you, trying to challenge what you've built for yourself, trying to compete with you, it's because they're jealous and insecure. Because confident people don't try to bring others down. Right? Let me show you this. Is that this is something or somebody that's external from you. They're finding it very hard to reach you. You're unbothered. Someone's very restless. You might get a invitation. Be mindful of someone that's just like dropping their crap onto you. Even if this is a friend, right? Six of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, or it's like, friend slash there could be a romantic or sexual energy in the air, but even be mindful of anybody that like just kind of comes into your life to drop because we go from a 10 of Wands to a 5 of Wands. So I'm like, they're dropping half the load onto you. So just be mindful of that. You don't let others kind of fuck with your vibe, fuck with your energy. Maybe you're having trouble saying no. Right? Or it's like old energies, old stories trying to creep back in and pull you in. Pull you back into this lack mindset or fear mindset. Try not to feed into it much if possible. It is possible. Takes a lot of mindfulness though. All right, what else do you have for Sagittarius? Ace of Swords, and then you got some sort of news coming in, information, but there we have the Three of Cups. It's that good news, everyone. Ace of Swords, Three of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Hierophant, yup. There's that approval, there's that acceptance, there's that unlocking the door here is finally available for you to walk through. Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups. This is where you're finally able to see things in a way where life just is more vibrant. Your relationships seem to be very uplifting and fulfilling it, bringing harmony. You're feeling supported. You feel celebrated. You feel like you belong. You're around like-minded people, similar goals, similar interests. The way you communicate is just easy, effortless, seamless. Like, can talk for hours and hours and hours, not get bored, not having to force. Like, this is just instant connection, instant connections. Yeah, and what I will say, this isn't something that's fleeting either. Three of Cups and a Knight of Pentacles, this is here to stay. This is here to stay, and it's only going to get better and better as we continue, as you march along. Some of you might be collaborating with a friend, or you're getting a lot of great ideas as you maybe are brainstorming, talking to a friend or two, or, just hanging out, bouncing off ideas, and you stumble across something that could truly transform your life and add a lot more abundance and prosperity, a lot of growth and expansion. Like, this is the real deal. This is something I see you committing yourself to. Knight of Pentacles, Hierophant. Now, this isn't something that's just like one bam, it's one hit wonder. Like, no. This is something that's gonna probably take a couple months to get off the ground. Maybe from now to Scorpio season. Okay, I'm saying that because this is Taurus, full moon in Taurus. That'll be in Scorpio season months from now. So I don't know. Something about the fall could be important, or something like from now to then materializes or launches, or this new move that you're making, a new business that you're starting. It's something really big. The Hierophant, really big stuff here. Big contracts that you could be signing. Now always double triple check, cross the T's, dot your I's. Read the papers, especially during Mercury retrograde, because that's where things can get a little funky. But don't worry about that. Just take your time and it should go smoothly. What else can I tell you? What else can I tell you? Three of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, slow growing relationships here to last. You can be very honest, truthful, direct with one another. There's loyalty here. There's commitment here. You could be taking your relationship to the next level. If you're single, this may be the time to like mingle. You might actually find someone that you're very compatible with, and you may see like, oh, this is my life partner. This is someone that I could grow old with, or this is someone I want to work with. This is somebody that I can really grow and learn and expand from, and they can teach me or they can help me. Or what was that? The counseling card, right? There might be someone that you meet who has a lot of like wisdom and a lot of experience and can support you or give you like advice or even like legal advice, right? Maybe you need a lawyer. Some of y'all need a lawyer. Lawyer up. Yeah. I don't really feel like clarifying anything. We're at 26 minutes. Anything else that could be important? Unexpected blessing. Could you tell us a bit more about this? What this blessing might be? Can Spirit tell us a little bit about that? So I want to know. What's this blessing? What's this unexpected blessing? As I split the deck, it was Judgment and the Five of Pentacles. So, being able to get yourself out of that shitty situation, what we talked about earlier with the Five of Pentacles. Tell me about this unexpected blessing. For Sagittarius. Ten of Wands reverse. A huge burden is released. You're feeling a huge relief. This fell out on the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. That fell out right here. So that's this blessing coming in that's going to set you free from a Five of Pentacles to a Nine of Pentacles. So someone's problems aren't your burden anymore. Maybe you're somebody that's always there to like save the day. Page of Pentacles, right? Borrowing money, Ace of Cups reverse. Whoa. And then we have Ace of Wands at the bottom. So, I kind of got sidetracked. I kind of switched from focusing on this unexpected blessing, and it kind of just went to this. I'll pull a few more on this unexpected blessing, but this feels sort of like, this is what it's connected to, is you stopped making yourself available for things that drained you on an emotional level, on an energetic level, anything that really drained you emotionally, spiritually, it just zapped your energy completely. And maybe your bank account, right? Maybe you were giving a lot of money, or you're like wasting money, wasting resources. Anyways, that's part of this whole like releasing, letting go, a huge blockage being removed. And for some, it's like you're removing yourself from a relationship, distancing yourself from certain people that just didn't love you the way you deserve to be loved, or didn't accept you, or didn't give you the space to grow. They try to contain you, they try to control you, they try to shrink you, smother you. A little bit more about this unexpected blessing though. Nine of Cups. Look, Death in the reverse just try to flip out on this Ace of Cups, what we just talked about. It wouldn't surprise me if this tries to come back around towards the end of June, right? With this Mercury retrograde around the corner. Maybe there's part of you that struggles with letting go. Maybe there's some part of you that's having difficulty moving on, or there's a struggle or resistance when it comes to these changes. Like, change is happening. But it's up to you. You either roll with it and you embrace it, or you resist it. But this change is happening regardless. Death in reverse, there's the resistance to it. There's like the energy of staying stuck in the past or wanting things to be different, trying to cling on to what's familiar. But that fell out on the Ten of Wands reverse, Ace of Cups reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. Opportunity for personal growth and improvement and expansion, and more money, more fulfillment, more health, more wealth, more of the good stuff. But you gotta let go. That might be what's challenging for some of you. But that's truly the key that unlocks the door that sets you free. So, unexpected blessing, Nine of Cups fell out. This is your wish. This is something that you have been praying for, something, again, you've been visualizing, you've been asking, you've been It's like on the tip of your tongue. You're so close, so freaking close. It's like you can almost feel it. You can almost taste it, right? Three of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords there. So again, it's a choice. You got to make this choice here. It's like you're in between worlds. Talk about this unexpected blessing. Four of Swords. Knight of Wands. I think you just need to get clear on what it is that you want. I think already a lot of you know what it is that you want. But for those that you're still in between worlds, or there's still some things you're struggling with letting go, that full moon in Sagittarius was to help you clear whatever that was lingering, whatever that was kind of like you're still hung up on. If that's still kind of in the forefront, Four of Swords, Two of Swords, now sit with it a little. If you need a little bit more time to sit with it, okay, give yourself grace, give yourself permission to do so. But this is an energy of at least acceptance and making peace. Whereas before, Death in reverse is that resistance. Four of Swords, you're now surrendering to it. You're making the choice, Two of Swords, to surrender and accept and be like, all right, you know what? I gotta like let go and let God. Like I really gotta just stop pushing and forcing. Whatever is meant for me will never pass me by. And also, what I saw this on Instagram, whatever that's not meant for you will disappoint you 1,000 times. I'm like, damn, that's so true. That's fucking facts. So, you know what I mean? But unexpected blessing, Four of Swords, it's like maybe you're getting a whole lot more sleep. Maybe you need to catch up on some sleep and you're like, finally, because when you are short on sleep, you get a little fucking crazy, a little cuckoo out of your brain, out of your mind. So it's a blessing to get more shut-eye, to maybe meditate more. Unexpected blessing with Two of Swords. Again, it's like a decision that sets you free. You do have a choice. You may feel like you don't have a choice or you don't have options, but you do. And then again, Nine of Cups, everybody's wish is different. My wish is different than yours. Your wish is different than his and hers. Like everyone's wish is different, but the fact that this came out with unexpected blessing is just double confirmation. Be like, yep, is here. Here you go. You asked, you shall receive. Knight of Wands, that's at the bottom. Two of Cups. And the Fool. And for some, this wish, this unexpected blessing is a shift in your relationships, a shift in your partnerships, maybe a new relationship, romance for some. If this is a business partnership, y'all are like gonna be on the same page, gonna make millions, gonna really like take over the freaking world. Please use your power for good, okay? Don't be evil. We already got enough of those fuckers in this world. Like, use your power for good, man. But no, I feel like you might be surprised with who you cross paths with and what fate has in store for y'all. Like Two of Cups, man. There's gonna be some sort of life-changing relationship that's part of this unexpected blessing. Someone that you're destined to meet, someone that you have there's a story to unfold, a story to take place, a story that's just begun. So you got to be brave, take the leap of faith, and see what happens. All right, so a lot of different things we talked about today. Use your discernment. You might need to come back to this later on in the month. Let me know how it resonates in the comments below. I love you so much, and private readings are available in the description box. Have a wonderful day, Saggy. I'll see you later.